Lawrence Ting, The Rise and Fall of the Vietnam King. In the 90s, Taiwan's ruling KMT decided to invest party assets in Vietnam. Lawrence Ting was put in charge of the Central Trade and Development Company. The ambitious Ting has impeccable insider connections and a military background. A golden opportunity has fell in his lap. The KMT think tank focused on 3 key projects that were likely to prosper as Vietnam develops: an export processing zone, a power plant, and an upmarket housing development. Everything began as planned, but a crisis soon emerged. The KMT decided to pull its investments from Vietnam, putting the 3 projects in jeopardy. Ting convinced Dr. Chen Ting-zhi to help him buy out the KMT, together with a 3rd investor, Tian Penglun. Although Chen is the one responsible for raising the capital they needed, the 3 would hold equal shares in the company, and Lawrence Ting will remain in control of CT&D. Unbeknownst to Chen, Ting never had the funds to pay for his shares in CT&D. Using tricky accounting, he stole from the company in order to make his payments to the KMT. Ting used his leadership position to enrich himself. He was a crook that shook down all 3 projects. He pocketed the price difference on raw materials such as sand, but his most profitable scheme was setting up a paper company to sell oil to his own power plant at an inflated price. He used cheap oil that is high in sulfur even though they cause more pollution. For a while, everything was going Ting's way. He became such a big player, he became known as the Vietnam King among Taiwanese businessmen. But pride comes before a fall. In 2000, Ting withdrew some $15 million from the company. When Dr. Chen became suspicious, Ting said the money is for bribing a Vietnamese official. When Chen asked to see the books, he was turned away by the employees. When he persisted, Chen was kicked off the board. Dr. Chen vowed not to stop until Ting accounts for all the money. He took his case to court. The evidence against Ting was strong. He was barred by prosecutors from leaving Taiwan. The prideful Ting could not allow himself to go from the Vietnam King to a common criminal. Even though he had stolen money without shame, he could not face up to the consequences. Ting decided to transfer all his shares and property titles to his wife. On September 23, 2004, Ting met with his lawyers in Taipei. Ting's lawyers begged him to plead guilty. The evidence against him was ironclad. Ting, however, had other plans. According to witnesses, he was perfectly calm when he left the room. After writing a hasty note blaming Chen for everything, Lawrence Ting jumped from the 15th floor window. By committing suicide, Ting put both himself and his money beyond the reach of the law. With Ting's death, criminal proceedings ground to a halt. Lawrence Ting got to pass on his ill-gotten gains to his family. Ting's illegal financial activities came under the scrutiny of U.S. Homeland Security agents. They realized that the account was used to launder money. They soon found out the names on the accounts are just fronts. Finally, the clues led them to one man: Lawrence Ting's son, Arthur Ting. Arthur Ting did not just inherit Lawrence Ting's unlawful wealth, he was an accomplice. Ting handed the money to his son to be laundered in the Swiss accounts. The facts behind Lawrence Ting's suicide is becoming increasingly clear, and it's only a matter of time before the law closes in on Arthur Ting for his part in the crimes.